Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner and welcome back for more Genshin Impact into the Hinterland Sumeru story. Last time we finished the Archon quest and Hinterland sounds to say it's probably the best Archon quest I played by far. Probably the best story quest I played by far. Super emotional, but because I have honestly no idea. And today, also I love how like now story quests actually like bringing the concept of time story content I might show for Sumeru 3.0, and that could be 10 hours because it's like quest. There's no way like we got to like maybe Dragon Spine Mountain or something like that. I know there's a huge role quest 10 days that people are talking about. I'm not gonna record that. I want to just showcase what the main story is. I'm gonna record that like on my own, or for theory videos and footage and all that. So that's probably the only reason I'm gonna record that large role quest. But other than that, I'm gonna be sticking to my. Also, what I was trying to say is the fact that I like how Genshin's bringing the concept of time, so it's like just those three. You can't be like, so let's go like Dragon Spine is like a 10-day trek, but it feels like, but the game's like, oh, we went there in like 10 minutes. So it's like that's what I mean basically. And we have actually make some sense here when it comes to like logic and time. Anyways, with that all the way, hopefully don't get interrupted ever again. There it is. We have the start of contamination, which could be us talking to Katheryne. It's here. Now, I'm curious on how this is gonna tie into the main story. I'm curious.
You've come at a good time.
Like obviously, I'm obviously gonna post this like after I upload my Archon quest Act 1 and 2.
Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated
This is bribery, Tighnari.
I want to see what happened there.
The commission this time around is of high importance.
Like this?
It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants.
Now we're on our way to the contaminated region.
We received word that a section of the Avidia
Which
Forest
is not that far by, which is actually a problem.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
This is a contaminated region?
About the specifics, but I hear that strange
Sumeru Rose are affected by the ley lines.
The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily.
Wait,
if we
where am I
allow
supposed to
this
go?
Contaminated region to expand, the consequences could
Am I
be
supposed to go higher, or like what's going on?
That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
This is forest business.
Oh, I should have stopped into Xiao. So people loses their mind or something like that whenever they pass through this contaminated zone for transportation and damage. The Unanswerable Problems. Now, up to this point, the story of this game so far has been really good, but also really sad, to say the least. Like we had some super emotional moments up to this point. Oh, that's it? And I'm curious, how sad will Tighnari's story quest get? Will it make you more emotional after seeing the Sub-Zero's festival dance? I wonder. Also, these strange Sumeru flowers affected by the ley lines.
Really creepy.
So far they've been on point, but here's the thing I've been kind of worried about. Even if I kind of broke that, but the story quest regarding pretty much like the first few of the story quest regarding
elemental power
like conflicts within the new nation that you just entered tends to be a bit off, just not the mark. Obviously, like I expected the story quest, Jeremy, the theme was really good too. But it's usually the other character story quest that kind of like falls down when it comes to like how good the Archon quest ended up getting. And hopefully Tighnari's not one of them. Hopefully Tighnari's in a similar situation with Ike and Yoimiya, where it's really good. Unlike A's Act 1 and Kokomi, which were disappointing to say the least. I mean, like, those two like had a lot more setup. Curious to them, which I guess is why I was like a lot more strict with these two. I was lost for a good minute there.
The ley lines around here.
But yeah, it's like a ley line overflow. I was gonna say like coming from the ley lines. Like Aika's and Yoimiya's were really good. It was A's Act 1 and Kokomi's that were really disappointing because of the amount of standard they put in it. But Sumeru already has so much build up already. So it's gonna be weird that Tighnari's story quest kind of falls flat. A high amount of ley line is what causes this contaminated region, the midpoint of the pretty much the entire saga of Genshin Impact. So I'm curious on how good this will be. If they do it right though, this might be one of the best ones. This might be one of my best
The
ones.
birds used to chirp really
Keep your
loudly,
voice down.
and there were a lot of foxes.
Okay, sorry.
This
Tighnari.
contaminated region
Everything's
currently appears to have
spinning.
a critical efflux of ley line energy,
Hello?
Am I
which is
going to
probably
die?
the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances.
Mom, that I should
Some
have
animals
listened to her.
Have keen
What?
And
awareness.
tell
They
Suna that
sensed
I'm
something
sorry for
abnormal in this
breaking her
area and
toy.
fled.
I
Leaky
didn't
ley
tell her
lines sure
because
can cause a lot
I
of
was
damage,
scared that
huh?
she wouldn't play with me anymore.
Like how plants have
Tighnari,
preferred growth
I
conditions,
heard that
we
people
also
turn into
gradually
birds after they
habituate to our
die.
surrounding
Is
environment.
that true?
Climate,
I feel
temperature,
like
humidity,
What the
Can't
hell?
intensity of ley line energies. When
What
people live
happened?
under fixed conditions,
Tighnari,
they
is
reach a
he-
sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes.
just have a small
causing
fever.
people's bodies
Take
to
your
react in
medication
abnormal
and
ways.
rest.
You'll be
If
bouncing
normal
off the
fluctuations
walls
Wait,
in
that was it?
temperature occur,
Really?
then our bodies automatically
Then
adjust.
Can
However,
you keep the
the
thing about
average
the
person
toy a
cannot
secret
adapt
for
to
now?
changes in ley line energy.
No can do.
And so they fall ill.
You're a big kid now.
I
Once
see.
you've recovered,
Why are
go
we
and
okay?
apologize. Keeping secrets to
That's-
yourself won't solve
You can
anything.
control the
Why
elements.
was
What was
it
overreacting for then? If it was just a
He and I
fever.
are fine because our elemental
Hey,
capabilities.
let me
Yeah,
ask
Paimon, why are you okay?
I recall that you're usually
Of
pretty
course,
healthy. It's not a good idea
How
to
did you
spend
get
too
this
much
sick
time
all
in
of a
areas
sudden?
with concentrated ley
I
line
don't know
energy.
either.
The only one who
Mom's
can
been
freely
telling me
traverse this
not to
place
play
Oh,
is
is this a
probably
contaminated section?
the mechanical
I
crab.
just wanted to look inside. It's different.
That's
from
about it for the
before.
investigation.
I got lost.
Help me find an
and
open space.
Went around
I
in
want
a
to
huge
test
circle.
So something is up with Paimon. Paimon's Excuse able me? to resist
After I got
this
out,
influx of ley
started
lines.
feeling dizzy.
Or the efflux of these ley lines. The contaminated region?
Hmm.
Quite curious in my opinion.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Environment? No. Anyway, go rest. Target. No running around until I say so. Got it? Traveler,
Setup complete.
Let's step out for now. Looks like it's working.
Yeah, sure.
This?
A
So,
purification device that I made. It can absorb
Mr.
excess
Forest
ley
Watcher,
line energy
how
and
is my son?
temporarily
the
stabilize
crab's just
an area.
chilling.
What a neat thing!
I gave him some
Let's have
antipyretics.
Ryan cover the
Let him
entire
rest here
region.
for a while. I wouldn't
I
mind
told him
if
that
that
he
would
would
feel
actually
better after
work.
some medicine and rest. Unfortunately, once
I
this
only said that to
contamination
comfort
is
him.
present,
Uh-oh.
this is something that a few purification devices can
but
fix.
something else is causing
Purification devices
They
have their
seem more
limits.
akin to a disruption
At
in his
best,
psyche.
they can only prevent the contaminated
Antipyretics
region
won't
from
be
as
expanding
much use.
Mental-
temporarily.
What do we
If
do?
we
A
want to
mental illness?
permanently
Mr.
eradicate
Forest
the
Watcher,
contamination from
you
the ley
have to
line
help him.
effluents, we'll
If
need to
memory
tackle the
serves,
source.
At the
Plant
heart of the
called
contaminated
Vasanti grass
region?
can help
Ugh.
soothe the mind. That's right. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of
The
water.
mechanical crab is
They're
acting a little
expensive and
strange.
unable
You trying
to
to
grow
defend
in
from
the
something.
Avidya forest's climate. Something's approaching. So I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Collei, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters
Okay.
that had left are starting to return.
All right.
Get rid of them quickly.
Thank you.
Don't let them get close to the purification device.
Oh, no.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep.
Yeah. Is it a new withering zone?
Lightning flash! Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions,
If I'm
or
quiet, I'm
result
sorry.
of
Just
the
that was
factors,
fast.
they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't well.
Other rune sentinels.
This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
Do you know where this new zone is though?
Keep up. We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans
mechanical
first and
crab
purchase
went
some
that
Vasanti
way.
grass.
Let's keep up.
We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Whoa, this is not okay. Starting off slow.
Rack and ruin.
We're starting off slow, okay. So, we're starting this off with learning about a contaminated region of some kind. I'm assuming that's probably gonna lead to something related to the Withering Zone, maybe? Out of energy.
See? Time to go.
Hear that? I'm not sure exactly where the sword can go.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed?
Hey, are you
Now
okay?
that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story.
These injuries
Some
are
of our goods were
superficial.
stolen recently.
Don't move.
Hello?
I'll patch you up.
They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull together Mora to afford those parts.
To those mechanical
now that
monsters?
they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory.
Good.
Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not
My
think of a way to
God.
get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything.
He's like,
At
what?
best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Krabby here isn't a bad guy.
Mr. Forest
Hey,
Watcher,
aren't you
it's
shouting
not
for
that we
help
don't
and brought
want
us here
to.
rescue you?
It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest
faking
parts of
it.
the forest.
It has to be.
We asked around, and
Maybe it's gonna partner
apparently
up with the other
forest
mechanical
has been
monsters
very
and kill me.
unusual as of late.
Do you know
Anyone who goes
what's
in
inside the
Oh.
experiences mental
It's all-
anomalies.
It's
We
all
can't keep
crawling
waiting out
with
here for the thief
mechanical
to come
freaks.
out.
All ruin
All we
monsters?
do is come up with another solution.
I just came here to pick herbs.
So the bandit
But I accidentally
hid in
went to the contaminated region and
after
almost
stealing those
died.
mechanical parts. How many people were there in total? Were they not
I gotta
affected
get
by
outta
the
here.
contaminated region?
Ah, yes.
That crook came
Yes.
from the
I
contaminated
have to
region.
escape.
Wait,
As
what?
for how many, there
Be
weren't
careful.
any people.
These mechanical
Abyss?
life forms are up to no good.
No
It'd be best if
people?
you stayed far, far away from them.
Viltros? Abyss,
Even
maybe?
If I tell
No
you,
wonder the
you might
academia
not
wanted to
believe me.
completely ban the existence of mechanical life
Fine.
forms.
You want to ban
They
them?
stole our parts.
Those things should
Was
be
a huge
annihilated.
mechanical crab.
What the heck? The
His
amphibious
inarticulate
forest
speech
has
and bodily
creatures like
tremors
that?
indicate psyche disruption.
Is
He's
it?
been inside the contaminated
crab?
region for
To
too
be
long.
honest, I'd
We've
rather not
purified the
think
ley
about
line
it.
energy over
It
there.
moved too
Follow this
skillfully to
path
be
out
new
and
at
you'll
this.
soon see the
It
village.
came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away.
At that point,
We were all
someone will
shocked.
bring
A
him to
ruin
Collei
machine,
for
maybe?
We came to our senses.
I already
the
prepared
thief
medication.
was
There is a
already
shot of a
gone.
ruin machine in the trailer, and we haven't seen that at all in this
If we help
Archon
you
quest.
retrieve your
So I'm
stolen goods, then
assuming it would
business
be in
will
Tighnari's
continue.
quest. Expecting
Oh, but of
something,
course.
right?
So you
Not
think you
only
did a
that,
good
but you'll
job and
become
want
one
a
of
part
our
as your reward?
caravan's VIPs on
Aw.
all future purchases
So
of
hard to
any.
understand.
So,
Enough. Tell me something
Alright,
that's actually
regardless
useful.
of what you're thinking,
Any leads
Hmm.
on that mechanical
did some
crab?
real
Good this time.
Maybe.
Tighnari's like,
we
you are
can
not
get
selling
one
out in front of me.
stolen. We specifically
with
got
it?
someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you
Guess
can go and
not.
talk to them.
Well,
All
make
right,
sure to hang
we'll
on
go
to
and
it.
have a word.
What was going through your owner's mind when he made you, I wonder? You're like a giant mechanical crab on the
okay, I'm
outside
gonna talk
and
to these
a
guys first and then
fluffy
After the
little
goods were
hamster on the
stolen, I made
inside.
multiple
yeah, give my
And
own
also,
conclusions
caravans
from
and
what I
How
know
do
so
you
far.
feel
Turns
about
out that many
person
others have also
saying that
been
you're as
robbed
evil
by
as
that
the other
crooked
mechanical
crab.
life forms.
Wow.
However, the crab only
Okay,
seems to be
it
interested in
definitely doesn't
machinery.
understand you.
It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables.
Only
It's
machinery,
like
huh?
it
Large amount of
possesses
more had an
limited
uneventful trip,
understanding only
but another
towards
caravan had a
matters
child whose
related to
metal toy was
mechanical
taken.
components. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought
Whatever
process.
the case, that
As
thing is
for
a
why
scourge.
it, rather
We'll
its
eventually
owner
think of a
is
way to get
collecting
rid
so
of
many
it.
components.
Could the Abyss
I'm
Order,
not
who
sure.
is its owner, is a
It's
question.
getting late.
I
So
never
let's set
heard,
up
I never
camp for the night.
thought, I never seen the
explore
Abyss
further
Order ever
tomorrow.
like using
After a night's rest.
ruin machine technology
Mechanical
before.
crab
Good
is
idea.
Fast, strong, and a pain to deal
Sure, we've
with.
seen the use technology of lost
10 of us might
civilizations,
not
but
even be able
not
to take
ruin
that
machines
thing
of
head-on.
Conria. They were planning on using one though.
Ban
Hey,
research on
over
mechanical life forms years ago.
Come
They
on,
did?
you big lummox.
that
Raise
thing
your
come
head and
from?
look up.
Our salaries even
Oh,
got slashed.
Tighnari,
because
that's... What's that
Who
what's
would've
that
thought
aimed towards
that
me? Because
robber
that's a bit
wasn't
harsh.
human, but
Oh.
a mechanical crab. This is rough.
Let's set up camp here.
Banning
Someone also thinks it's a
mechanical
good
topics like years ago.
Oh. Any particular
That's
reason?
odd.
spot. This place is perfect to put
I
up a
heard from the
big tent.
caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected.
can
We don't
also set
normally
up a
see the
cooking pot
mechanical
and
crab,
cook tons
and
of
it doesn't
delicious
disturb our daily
food.
lives.
A very Paimon reason.
You're not
It only shows up when the
wrong,
caravans
but the
are here,
primary
and
reason
it runs
for
back to
choosing
the
this place is
contaminated
because
region
its
after
higher
it's done
elevation
making a
keeps
mess.
us away from the water
You
vapor
haven't
below.
tried
capturing it? Rainforests
We
are
have,
very wet.
but
You
it's
should
too
always
agile
be
and
careful when
fast.
spending the night in damp
However,
places.
we did
For the
unexpectedly learn
next
something the
tasks
last
at
time we
hand,
tried to
let's
capture
divide
it.
and conquer.
Okay.
I'll set up the
It
tent.
Dog?
apparently
You'll
lives
be
in
in
the
charge of
deepest
making
part
the
of
fire,
the forest.
and
So
Paimon will forage
instead
for
of
edibles
immediately
nearby.
moving its spoils, it first hides them
Paimon.
I'm
nearby.
being
Paimon's a
moved.
pro.
Once its stash grows large enough,
I'm
it
not
moves
expecting
everything in
that
one
much.
go.
Just
You'll have to move
do what
fast if you want those.
Dang. So there's some sort of stash that they keep stuff in, I guess.
That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness.
Okay, interesting.
Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily
Our
set aflame.
things. Did you make any progress?
The downside is that they produce a lot of behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the more I made. That would be the most efficient method. But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
That means the owner of that mechanical crab is after those mechanical components. Should we focus on? Should we not focus? Should we focus on those mechanical components specifically?
Do you have any more mechanical probably dead leaf butterflies?
Yeah.
They camouflage
Yes, I
as dead
still have a
leaves to
small
evade
bag of samples.
predators.
They weren't taken
My
since
guess
I
is
keep
that they
them on
mistook
me at
you
all
for a bird
times.
when you flew over.
Oh,
so they fled.
Are you planning to?
Little did they know that
Under
you were
constant
more
external
external
conditions,
organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Up. So you two
Here's
go
what we know
rest.
so far.
I'll forage. It has a mechanical composition. It lives in the contaminated region.
Oh, well, look.
And it comes out to steal mechanical components.
You have my gratitude.
Said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Sorry, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right.
What?
Don't have any other options
wasn't
right
important
now.
enough.
This bag of
If
samples
every
is
little thing
all
resulted
yours,
in a reward,
Mr. Force
then it
Watcher.
might start to take
If you can
advantage
get our
of the
goods back,
system.
the caravans will
I'll note
reward
little
you
things like
generously.
this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. We don't need.
Are you running low on parts?
But I'll be keeping this bag.
I was about to say.
Later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast.
Oh, now he's
Our
sad.
has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh yeah,
After
no
some
problem at
further
all.
thought,
if it means getting our things
might
back,
come up
you
with
can
some weird
even borrow
misunderstanding
me
if I
to
don't give
do
it
whatever you
some-
need.
Wow, my hero's desperate.
I'll have to decline
here's
that
another
offer. Anyway, we'll use the
Now it's
mechanical
excited
bomb
again.
to prepare dinner beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. You two can sleep once
first,
it appears. I'll wake you up later. I leave the timing to you.
We need the
Ooh,
goats.
special mission.
Yes.
Obviously.
Professionals.
Even though most animals fled
At
because
capturing
of the ley
things?
lines, we can't completely let down our guard.
So,
It's settled then. I'll
this
set up
mechanical
some pest
crab,
repelling
which
devices
I'm
so
assuming is
poisonous
the
insects
room
don't
machine that
come
we saw in the
crawling into
trailer.
tent. Have a good night. Not too
Likes to
good, though.
capture things. Likes to take mechanical components and then go back to the contaminated zone. The contaminated zone is easily going to the tent to rest, comparable to the withering, and the withering is easily comparable to, I guess, the Bucky. Abyssal energy, since the withering comes from like the deepest parts of the earth. So I'm assuming this is something related to the Abyss Order here. And we have not gotten any Abyss Order stuff at all. While we got some Abyss Order parts from the initial Archon quest, but we had way more shown in the trailer.
Routes and the contaminated region's current
Then where were we
coordinates.
sleeping before,
The goods
after
were
that?
likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay.
I'm
Start
surprised
with
they
the
never brought that
Sumpter
up,
Beast with
actually.
The components on board lead the way. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be
You're
calm
awake
and
earlier
take your
than I
time with
expected.
it.
Oh, two things
Did you
I'm
sleep
not
well?
that good at. Very well. What are
That's
you
good.
doing?
I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I
Oh,
specially
there it is.
used 2 of my homemade incenses.
Did you hear
Don't worry.
something?
It's a ruined
They're
sentinel.
made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab?
Caravan was talking about? It's charging straight
It was
up.
standing
Dun-dun.
around over there.
It looks
just now,
strong.
but
Be
I
careful.
don't know where it went.
I Are you thought we were wary of sentinels it? before.
So
This
you
is
can
easy.
tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its
By the way, if you cannot tell, I'm using the my electro team this time. I want to use this a lot more often than. But who else could it be?
Fully understand the situation. Take extra
My
thought.
dungeon team anyway. So
Academia has banned mechanical life form research for years.
wait,
So the origin of these creatures is very suspect.
what? But isn't there a piece not dropped? But isn't one of the schools of the academia focusing on ancient technology? And I'll hate them as part of it as well.
Time, you naughty caravan robbing crab.
So why would they ban research on mechanical life forms? That makes no sense.
Gun won't save you. Spill it. Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
Unless something that understand this, Paimon. Unless something that all hate understand is illegal, which is
Doesn't seem
odd,
capable of comprehending complex
but not
questions.
out of the ordinary.
Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area.
The academia previously conducted research on mechanical life forms.
Topics related to mechanical life forms were popular in the Spontamod for a time. I don't know why you're stealing my candidates also thrown themselves into such research. To you. They propose stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical life form that could help humanity
he looks sad.
Conquer nature.
Uh-oh.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? No matter which modules How about you help us with something? A machine is innately if you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms. Can't be certain yet. Zealous, its excitement may be a simple programmed response.
Jesus, it's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie.
So you want the crowd to lead us
Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned.
We can probably sounding like we can probably understand it as well.
Has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. Who knows? If we charge straight in, maybe we'll get lost like headless pigeons. In a few years. Also, our
do you not like this area of research?
That's a difficult question to answer. Region recently. I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but so I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It would be best to have a guide.
Because the conquest of nature is bad.
It's just my personal opinion.
Does the scuttler understand
that makes
what you're
sense.
saying?
My ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted hostile towards us. Supported one another.
Okay.
A lot of my people were born to the
Lord Bomb.
Relationship. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along. To understand life, you must first respect it.
He's nodding.
Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. No running off. These are the points of contention we'll be back soon with some researchers. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure
Does that kind of understanding it? Okay, well, first off, he nodded, so I feel like that's pretty obvious. Is really...
I'm not sure. But our priorities are to
this is really big, in my opinion, because of Tighnari's relationship with Collei,
but before we do, we need to set up
and Collei's dark backstory.
Can't have that crab escaping.
If you guys need mind to remember, Collei was experimented by Totole, who was a scientist in the academia. The crab's not stuck here, and I thought he was exiled. The mechanical crab looks quite well behaved, and apparently people were saying he's not. And that's confusing to me. Look at him. But this is really curious on why on Tighnari's beliefs. So contrasting with Totole's beliefs. It's very reminiscent. I'm pretty sure it's not reminiscent. And we also have the studies on these machines as well, and conquering nature in a way, putting their life above others. And these things can change form into many different forms. Reminds me of crabs, one of them, technology, and gold. This is really big.
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen.
Also, for people that needs context, I think Tighnari used to be someone from the academia, but he did leave a long time ago. And he used to be of the Emerta, which is basically the school that focuses on biology and nature. Which makes sense why he ended up being a fourth watcher.
2 is enough.
I understand what you mean.
Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward?
Did you prepare this for us?
You mean that bag of mechanical parts?
It looks like it wants to reward again.
This merchandise.
All right. Seeing that your parts are very useful to help out, just like the give you another part.
You should keep him as a pet.
And you gave many of your own parts are critically degraded. We're even. And you're running low on power. And before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Suit yourself. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, for the other dangers are still I'm about to go to sleep. Take caution on this route.
Tighnari's smart.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Alright.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start.
Tighnari, should keep this robot as a pet. Yep. Okay, and I'm back after tackling that one. Tackling that story. Now we can finally continue with the character story quest that actually matters. Okay, I'm kidding. I got some interesting information from that quest though. Oh, look. Oh, hey, Collei.
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh. Okay.
Also, wow, wait, make Collei feel like she's inadequate. God damn, Tighnari.
Once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child.
Okay, never mind.
He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
I was about to judge. I was about to be real. I was gonna judge it so hard for not saying
Any better?
she's precise. I swear to God, Tighnari.
I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
I love that the story has actually a concept of time.
I can't even begin to compare
Ow.
to you.
Wait,
Many
what?
things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right. You'll do great, Collei. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
Everything will... Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea, actually. Don't worry.
We'll be all right. You'll understand the reason for this excursion once we arrive at the contaminated region. You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
That crab. Also, looks like you do trust in Collei's abilities after all.